Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most explosive and complicated storylines unfolding in General Hospital, Willow Corinthos's unexpected pregnancy and the looming question of who the father might be. With love triangles, betrayal, and secret affairs tangled in the mix, this situation is bound to shake up Port Charles. And if that wasn't enough, we have one wild card who could change everything, Nina Reeves. Could she manipulate the paternity test results to protect her own secrets? Let's break it all down and analyze what might happen next. Willow's world turns upside down, a pregnancy that changes everything. Just when Willow thought her life was settling into a new normal, everything is about to change. She may soon find herself staring at a positive pregnancy test, her mind racing with one terrifying question: who is the father? The shocking part? She may be further along than she originally expected, which throws the entire timeline of conception into chaos. Was it Michael, the husband she was slowly pulling away from? Or was it Drew, the man she has been growing closer to, even before officially ending things with Michael? The uncertainty of paternity forces Willow into a dilemma. Should she tell Drew she's pregnant? And if she does, should she be honest about the timeline, or let him believe what she wants him to? But that's not the only issue. If she finds out that Drew had been secretly sleeping with her mother, Nina Reeves, all while pursuing her, would she even want to acknowledge that he might be the father? If the betrayal is real, Willow might make a drastic decision. She could claim the baby as Michael's, regardless of the truth, to cut Drew out of her life completely. The need for the truth, Willow seeks a paternity test. Conflicted and desperate to know the truth, Willow would have no choice but to go to General Hospital and request a paternity test. She knows she can't keep the uncertainty bottled up forever. But a simple test isn't going to be the end of it, because there's one person who does not want the truth to come out: Nina Reeves. Nina, who already has a complicated and tumultuous history with Willow, sees this situation as another chance to manipulate the outcome. She knows that if Drew is revealed to be the father, it will change everything. Drew would fight for his child, and worse, he would be permanently tied to Willow. That's something Nina simply cannot allow. Nina's scheme: altering the paternity test results. Nina is a woman who will do whatever it takes to protect herself, and when she learns about Willow's paternity test, she begins to panic. She fears that if Drew finds out the baby is his, he will use the child to control Willow and drag her away from the life she deserves. In Nina's mind, Michael is the better father and the safer choice. So what does she do? She ensures that the results say exactly what she wants them to say. With the right connections and a little behind-the-scenes manipulation, Nina makes sure that the hospital results confirm Michael as the father, even if it's not true. Her actions are, in her own twisted way, motivated by what she believes is love. She convinces herself that she's doing this to protect Willow, to save her from a lifetime of heartache that would come with being linked to Drew. But is she really protecting Willow, or just protecting herself from the fallout of her own secret relationship with Drew? The problem with secrets in Port Charles is that they never stay buried for long. Drew refuses to back down, a man determined to know the truth. When the manipulated results confirm that Michael is the father, Willow feels relieved, but Drew isn't buying it. Drew refuses to accept the test at face value. He knows the timeline doesn't add up, and deep down, he feels a connection to the baby that he can't ignore. He starts pushing harder, questioning Willow's certainty and looking for ways to get another test done, one that can't be tampered with. But Nina isn't just going to sit back and let him unravel the truth. Now that she's gone this far, she has to make sure Drew never finds out the real results. That means watching his every move, making sure he doesn't get too close to discovering what she's done. The more Drew fights for the truth, the more desperate Nina will become. And desperation? That's where people make their biggest mistakes. Michael's unexpected return, a father or a pawn in a bigger game? As if things weren't complicated enough, Michael is about to make a dramatic return to the canvas, and he will be completely blindsided by the news of a new baby. At first, he might be thrilled at the idea of another child, but once Drew starts questioning things, Michael might also start to wonder if something isn't adding up. Could this create a rift between Michael and Willow? If he starts doubting that he's the father, it could push Willow even further into Drew's arms. And if Michael does believe the baby is his, that means he will step into full protective mode, ensuring that Drew stays far away from Willow and the child. This could reignite the long-standing tension between Michael and Drew, turning them into bitter rivals once again. But the real danger here isn't just about who gets to raise the baby. It's about what happens when the truth finally explodes. Nina's house of lies. How will the truth finally come out? Secrets have a way of surfacing in Port Charles, and Nina's scheme is destined to unravel. The real question isn't if the truth will come out, it's how and when. Will Drew manage to get another paternity test and expose the manipulation? Could someone inside the hospital leak the truth about the altered results? Or will Nina, in a moment of desperation, confess before someone else beats her to it? No matter how it happens, the fallout will be catastrophic. Willow will feel betrayed that the choice was stolen from her. Drew will be enraged that he was lied to and kept from his own child. Michael will be shocked to learn he was manipulated into believing he had another child. And Nina? She will be faced with the consequences of her biggest mistake yet. With her relationship with Willow already fragile at best, this revelation could destroy whatever chance she had left at repairing things. But perhaps the most important question remains, when the truth is finally out, what will Willow choose? Will she stay with Michael, the man she once loved but has been pulling away from? Or will she embrace Drew, the father of her child, despite the chaos and betrayal? Port Charles is about to be shaken to its core. Final thoughts, what's next for Willow, Drew, and Michael? So, what do you guys think? Will Willow actually go through with the paternity test? Will Nina successfully alter the results, or will Drew find a way to uncover the truth? And most importantly, who do you think should be the father? Would you rather see Willow raise the baby with Michael or start a new chapter with Drew? Next, we're diving into one of the most twisted and shocking revelations in General Hospital history. Cyrus Renaud has finally spilled the truth behind his horrifying killing spree, and the reasoning behind it is even more chilling than we imagined. From his self-proclaimed divine mission to the devastating fate of Sam and Lulu, we're breaking down every jaw-dropping moment from this confession-filled episode. Plus, we'll take a deep dive into what might happen next, because let's be real, this isn't over. So sit tight, because this is going to be a wild ride. Cyrus Renaud, the so-called Angel of Mercy or the Angel of Death? After months of suspense, General Hospital finally pulled back the curtain on Cyrus Renaud's twisted mind. And, true to form, Cyrus wasn't content with just committing his crimes, he needed an audience, a captive listener to hear his full monologue of self-righteous delusion. In his mind, he wasn't a murderer, he was a savior, a chosen messenger of God. The people he killed? They weren't victims, they were souls he believed were being denied their place in heaven. In his warped ideology, he wasn't doing anything wrong, he was freeing them. As he recounted his so-called mission to Elizabeth Weber, it became terrifyingly clear just how deep his psychosis ran. He believed that anyone on life support or trapped in a comatose state was being unjustly kept from their eternal rest. His first major intervention? Lulu Spencer. He claimed he gave her the medication that led to her liver failure, and when that didn't work, he took her off life support himself. When his plan to free Lulu backfired, Sam McCall became collateral damage. Sam, Cyrus explained, had to die because she interfered with the Lord's will. It's one thing to be a ruthless villain, but Cyrus truly believed he was on a divine mission. That level of delusion is even more dangerous than pure malice. But perhaps the most horrifying part of this confession? Sam wasn't even meant to be his target. She was just the first person to die from digitalis, the drug he later used to kill others. The wrong meds, the wrong plan, a deadly chain reaction. One of the most disturbing details in Cyrus' confession was the realization that his initial plan was a failure. Cyrus admitted that he had used the wrong drugs on Lulu, which brought more attention to her case than he anticipated. That mistake caused a ripple effect of unintended consequences, and it led to Sam's untimely death. Lulu, by sheer luck and medical intervention, survived the attack. But that survival meant Cyrus had to act fast to cover his tracks. Digitalis became his new tool of choice, fast, effective, and nearly undetectable. What's even more terrifying is that Cyrus saw his mistakes as divine lessons. Instead of stopping, he refined his methods, convinced that he was following God's plan more perfectly with each new victim. In his mind, the people at Turning Woods weren't suffering, they were waiting to be saved. So, in his delusion, he became their executioner. The final act, Cyrus' attack on Liz and Lucky's heroic sacrifice. Elizabeth Weber found herself in the worst possible situation, trapped in a room with a man who had just admitted to multiple murders and was now planning to add her to the list. She did what any intelligent person would do in that moment, she played along. Liz pretended to agree with Cyrus, telling him that his actions were simply another form of healing, another way to help those in need. But while she was stalling for time, Cyrus saw right through it. Just as he was about to strike, Lucky Spencer burst in, ready to save her. A fight broke out. The syringe was wrestled from Cyrus' hands. And in the struggle, Cyrus managed to stab Lucky instead. Now, Lucky lies unconscious, injected with the very poison that has killed so many others. Elizabeth is left frantically trying to save him, but the damage may already be done. And as viewers saw in the previews, the next few moments could determine whether Lucky lives or becomes Cyrus' next victim. What happens next? Will Cyrus finally pay the price? With Lucky's life hanging by a thread, General Hospital fans are asking one crucial question: is this the moment where Cyrus finally meets his end? The preview from earlier in the week hinted at gunshots being fired. Could this mean the police finally track Cyrus down and take him out? A vigilante, possibly Jason Morgan, delivers his own brand of justice? Or will someone unexpected be the one to pull the trigger? One thing is certain, Cyrus' reign of terror cannot continue much longer. He has killed, manipulated, and tormented enough people in Port Charles, and his so-called mission from God has only resulted in heartbreak and destruction. But will he go down fighting? Or will he continue to claim divine righteousness until his last breath? The fallout: how will Port Charles react to the truth? Once the dust settles, there will be an even bigger storm to deal with: the emotional aftermath. Sam's family will finally learn the truth about why she was murdered. Lulu's loved ones will grapple with the horror of what nearly happened to her. Elizabeth will be traumatized by yet another life-or-death experience. And Lucky, if he survives, will have to live with the fact that he nearly died trying to stop a madman. But what will be most devastating of all? Knowing that Sam was killed simply for trying to help someone else. Her murder wasn't part of some master plan. It was an accident, a consequence of Cyrus' twisted ideology. And that might be the hardest thing for her family to accept. Final thoughts: will Cyrus finally be stopped? So, what do you guys think? Will Cyrus meet his fate at the hands of a vengeful enemy, or will the law finally bring him down? And more importantly, will Lucky survive? Next, we have a lot to unpack in General Hospital. The week of February 24th to 28th, 2025, is shaping up to be an explosive one, filled with rage, betrayal, and shocking twists that will leave Port Charles reeling. Jason Morgan is out for blood, Drew Kane finds himself at the receiving end of his brother's fury, and Jocelyn Jacks may have just changed the game entirely by taking a shot at Cyrus Renaud. Plus, major revelations are on the horizon for Dante Falconeri and Lulu Spencer. Buckle up, because this is going to be a wild ride. Lulu Spencer is left in shock, but why? By the end of this dramatic week, General Hospital spoilers tease that Lulu Spencer will be left utterly stunned, but what causes her shock? Could it be the long-awaited resolution of Cyrus Renaud's reign of terror? If Commissioner Anna Devane delivers news that Cyrus is in custody, it would be a huge moment for all of Port Charles. But Lulu's reaction suggests something more personal, something that deeply impacts her world. Perhaps the revelation comes from Dante Falconeri, who is about to receive crucial information from Anna. Is it possible that the truth about a long-kept secret, one involving her own family, finally comes to light? Or could this have something to do with her son, Rocco, and the ongoing battles between those closest to her? Whatever the case may be, Lulu is not someone who is easily rattled, which means this bombshell must be something massive. Dante Falconeri learns life-altering news from Anna Devane. Meanwhile, GH fans can expect to see Dante Falconeri receive game-changing news from Commissioner Anna Devane. After months of uncertainty, Dante may finally get the opportunity he's been waiting for, a chance to return to duty. If Anna tells him that Cyrus Renaud is finally behind bars, it would mark a turning point for Dante. Ever since Sam McCall's tragic death, he has been carrying the weight of that unsolved crime, seeking justice for a woman who meant so much to him. Now, he may finally get that closure. But that's not all. Returning to the Port Charles Police Department would mean stepping back into the line of fire, working alongside colleagues he hasn't seen in months, and taking on dangerous cases once again. How will this affect his relationship with his loved ones? Will Dante's pursuit of justice put him at risk once again, or will he find himself caught in another unpredictable twist? One thing is certain, Port Charles is about to witness a major shift in Dante's future. Jack Brennan's risky move to protect Jocelyn Jacks. Over on another side of town, Jack Brennan is in full damage control mode after Jocelyn Jacks makes an impulsive and dangerous move. She shoots Cyrus Renaud. This was no random act of violence. Jocelyn had been investigating Cyrus, snooping around his cabin, when she found herself in a life-threatening situation. If spoilers are correct, Cyrus attacked her, leaving her no choice but to defend herself. Now, Jack Brennan has to protect Jocelyn from the fallout. With WSB agents keeping tabs on Cyrus, they likely witnessed the confrontation and understand that Jocelyn acted in self-defense. But that doesn't mean she's in the clear. Carly Corinthos Spencer, Jocelyn's fiercely protective mother, is not going to take this lightly. Once she finds out that Jack had been encouraging Jocelyn's investigation of Cyrus, all hell is going to break loose. Could this revelation mark the end of Carly and Jack's relationship? Will Jocelyn's actions lead to even more trouble? And most importantly, is Cyrus Renaud really dead, or is this just the beginning of another deadly game? Jason Morgan and Drew Kane's explosive showdown. Of course, no week in General Hospital would be complete without Jason Morgan losing his cool, and this time, his fury is directed at his own twin brother, Drew Kane Quartermain. Jason is already on a warpath, hellbent on taking down Cyrus Renaud to avenge Sam McCall's murder. His emotions are at an all-time high, and he's not holding back. But then comes another betrayal, one that cuts even deeper. Jason learns about Drew's affair with Willow Tate, even before she officially ended things with Michael Corinthos. For Jason, family is everything, and Drew's betrayal of Michael is unforgivable. The tension reaches a boiling point, and before long, fists are flying. Jason and Drew engage in yet another brutal fight, with Jason delivering punch after punch in his rage. But here's where things get tricky. Jason has to be careful. If he gets himself arrested again, Anna Devane will have the authority to keep him locked up at the PCPD. And if that happens, his mission to take down Cyrus will come to a screeching halt. Can Jason rein in his temper before he makes a mistake that costs him everything? The bigger picture, what this means for Port Charles. This week's events set up a major turning point for the entire city. If Cyrus Renault is truly dead or behind bars, who will rise up to take his place? What happens if Jason goes too far in his pursuit of revenge? Will Drew be able to redeem himself, or has he permanently damaged his relationship with Michael? And how will Jocelyn's actions affect her future? Will she be forced to deal with consequences she never saw coming? The stakes have never been higher, and General Hospital fans should prepare for an unforgettable week of betrayals, showdowns, and shocking revelations. Final thoughts, what's next in General Hospital? So, what do you guys think? Will Cyrus Renault survive, or is this finally the end of his reign? Will Jason be able to control his anger long enough to take down his enemy, or will his impulsiveness ruin everything? And what about Jocelyn? Is she in the clear, or will this shooting come back to haunt her? Next, we are diving deep into one of the most shocking and controversial secrets in General Hospital. Jason Morgan is once again pretending to be a baby's father. Why is he doing it, and more importantly, will he be able to keep the truth from Carly Corinthos? With Cody spreading rumors, secrets being kept from family members, and Carly's relentless pursuit of the truth, the tension in Port Charles is at an all-time high. Let's break it all down and analyze what this could mean for the future. Will Jason confess to Carly? The secret that could change everything. There's one person in Port Charles who can always sense when Jason Morgan is keeping a secret, Carly Corinthos. She knows him better than anyone, and their bond runs deeper than friendship. So when Jason starts acting suspicious, it's only a matter of time before Carly figures it out. Jason and Sasha have sworn to keep the truth under wraps, but Carly is not one to be left out of the loop, especially when it concerns her family. She was there when Jason once claimed Michael Corinthos as his own, and she knows how much he values loyalty. But Carly is also known for her short temper and impulsive nature, and if Jason confides in her, there's always the risk that she could accidentally let the truth slip. But should Jason tell her? There are pros and cons. On the positive side, Carly's a strategist. She knows how to handle delicate situations and could help protect Sasha and the baby. But on the flip side, the more people who know a secret, the greater the risk of exposure. And with Carly's history of explosive confrontations, there's a very real chance that she could blurt out the truth at the worst possible moment. So, the big question remains, will Jason tell Carly the truth, or will he continue to protect Sasha's secret, even if it means lying to his closest friend? A grandmother's fierce protection, Carly's fight to keep the family together. There's one undeniable fact. Carly is a lioness when it comes to protecting her family. The moment she learns that this baby could be Michael's, she will do everything in her power to make sure her son doesn't lose custody of his children. Willow is already in a complicated situation with Michael, and if she finds out that Sasha's baby is his, it could lead to a devastating custody battle. Carly won't let that happen. She will pull every string, manipulate every situation, and ensure that Michael maintains his rights as a father. But Carly's involvement could be a double-edged sword. While she may have good intentions, she also has a habit of making decisions for others. If she takes matters into her own hands, could she end up making things worse for Jason and Sasha? One thing is certain, once Carly knows the truth, she won't sit back and do nothing. The question is, will her interference help or hurt the situation? Jason's history repeats itself, another fatherhood cover-up. For Jason, pretending to be someone's father isn't exactly new territory. He did it once before when he stepped up and claimed Michael as his son years ago. And now, he's doing the same thing again, only this time, it's for Michael's own child. The eerie sense of déjà vu isn't lost on longtime General Hospital fans. History is repeating itself in Port Charles, and Jason finds himself back in the familiar role of protector, sacrificing his own personal relationships to keep a loved one safe. But here's where it gets complicated. Last time, the truth came out because Jason confided in Robin Scorpio. She had a moral compass that wouldn't let her keep the secret forever, and eventually, the truth about Michael's real father was exposed. Could something similar happen this time? Will Jason's pact with Sasha hold, or will someone in their inner circle reveal the truth before they're ready? The Cody factor, spreading rumors and fueling chaos. One major complication in this entire scenario is Cody Bell. He has been spreading the rumor that Jason is the father of Sasha's baby all over town, which has only made their decision to keep up the lie even easier. But why is Cody so invested in this? Does he have his own agenda, or is he simply stirring the pot for the sake of drama? And what happens if he accidentally lets the wrong person in on the truth? Jason and Sasha may think they are controlling the situation, but with Cody's loose lips, the risk of exposure is higher than ever. Keeping Jake in the dark, a decision that could backfire. One of the most surprising aspects of Jason and Sasha's plan is that they chose to tell Danny the truth, but not Jake. Jake, Jason's other son, is currently away at art school, but that doesn't mean he's out of the loop. News travels fast in Port Charles, and it's only a matter of time before he hears the rumors. When he does, how will he react to knowing that his father kept him in the dark? This choice could have long-term consequences. Jason may think he's protecting Jake by not telling him, but if Jake finds out from someone else, it could permanently damage their already fragile relationship. Does Jason truly believe he's doing the right thing, or is he unintentionally pushing his son away? A pact that could break. How long can Jason and Sasha keep the truth hidden? At the heart of this entire situation is the promise Jason and Sasha made to each other. They swore not to tell anyone the truth about the baby's real father. But with Cody stirring up rumors, Carly growing suspicious, and secrets being selectively shared, how long can they keep up the facade? One small slip-up could unravel everything. And given the nature of General Hospital, secrets never stay buried for long. Could Carly be the one to expose the truth? Will Jason's guilt push him to confess? Or will Sasha crack under pressure? Final thoughts, should Jason tell Carly the truth? So, what do you guys think? Should Jason break his promise to Sasha and let Carly in on the secret? Or is it too risky to involve her, knowing how impulsive she can be? And what about Michael? Does he deserve to know the truth about his own child? Or is Jason making the right choice by keeping this under wraps? Next, we're going to talk about resilience, strength, and the ability to overcome life's toughest challenges. We often see our favorite soap stars playing intense roles filled with drama, heartbreak, and redemption, but sometimes their real-life journeys are just as compelling. One such journey is that of General Hospital star Cameron Matheson, who has faced a personal tragedy but is rising from the ashes, literally. Let's take a deep dive into his incredible story, the support he has received, and the inspiring way he's rebuilding his life. Fans show an outpouring of love, a community comes together. When Matheson shared his update, fans were overjoyed to hear that things were starting to turn around for him. The comments section of his post was flooded with love and encouragement, proving that the General Hospital fanbase is not just about supporting characters on screen, but also the actors behind them. One fan wrote, "So glad to see you have a place. I can't even imagine what you and your family have been through with such a loss. I love that you are getting so much support." The sentiment echoed across dozens of comments, with many followers expressing how happy they were to see Matheson smiling again after such a devastating event. Another fan summed it up perfectly with, "Such wonderful friends and people in this world. Happy you got a new place too. Folded hands medium light skin tone. In times of crisis, the kindness of strangers and loved ones can be the most powerful healing force." And for Matheson, that kindness has come from fans, friends, and colleagues who have gone above and beyond to show their support. Soap stars unite, support from friends and co-stars. Matheson isn't just beloved by fans. His General Hospital family has also stepped up to support him during this difficult time. Former co-star Kelly Thiebaud sent a simple yet heartfelt red heart emoji in response to Matheson's update, and he replied with twice as many hearts, showing his gratitude. Finola Hughes, another soap legend, and Tamara Braun, who now plays Ava on Days of Our Lives, also sent their love and encouragement. It's moments like these that remind us that soap operas aren't just about scripted drama. Behind the scenes, the actors create real friendships that last long after they leave the set. These bonds aren't just professional, they're deeply personal. It's clear that Matheson's fellow actors see him as more than just a coworker, they see him as family. A new home, a new beginning. After losing his home in the devastating Los Angeles wildfires, Matheson was forced to start over. But his update gave fans a glimpse of the light at the end of the tunnel. He now has a new place to call home. He revealed that he has settled into a multi-level rental home in Silver Lake, California, which includes a cold plunge for ice baths on the roof. While a new home can never fully replace the memories lost in a fire, this space represents a fresh start, a place where he can rebuild his life one step at a time. Perhaps one of the most touching details from his update was the small Buddha statue he managed to recover from his old home. In moments of loss, even the smallest familiar objects can bring comfort, and for Matheson, this statue serves as a reminder of resilience and perseverance. He also showed off his brand new couch, gifted to him by his dear friend Eva LaRue, Natalia, a gesture of kindness that speaks volumes about the strong friendships he has built over the years. Matheson took a moment to express his gratitude, listing out the many ways people have supported him, friends opening their homes to him, gifts of dishes, towels, sheets, and clothes, all of which have helped him slowly piece his life back together. An uphill battle, the struggles of rebuilding from disaster. While Matheson has been open about his gratitude, he hasn't shied away from acknowledging how difficult the past few months have been. In his Instagram video, he admitted, "First 3 weeks were a little tricky. And that's putting it mildly. Losing a home isn't just about losing a physical structure, it's about losing memories, security, and a sense of stability." The emotional and financial toll of such a tragedy can be overwhelming. But Matheson has taken it all in stride, showing an unwavering determination to move forward. Rebuilding after a disaster of this scale takes time. Every day brings new challenges, from finding a new place to live to replacing everyday essentials. But through it all, Matheson has remained remarkably positive, a testament to his strength and resilience. An unbreakable spirit, the power of positivity. Despite everything he has faced, Matheson has refused to let this tragedy define him. He expressed his gratitude to his fans and followers in his Instagram post, writing, "Quick life update. Thank you to everyone who has supported me during this challenging time. I appreciate all of you deeply and will never forget how you all helped me start to piece my new life together. Love you all, Cam. This simple message is packed with meaning. It's a reminder that even in the darkest of times, support from friends, family, and even strangers can make all the difference. Matheson's journey is an inspiring example of how to face adversity with grace. He could have focused on the loss, the hardship, and the pain, but instead, he has chosen to embrace hope, gratitude, and resilience. Drew's dark turn on General Hospital, a reflection of Matheson's real-life strength? In an interesting parallel, Matheson's on-screen character, Drew Kane, is also going through a turbulent time on General Hospital. Fans have noticed that Drew has been slowly edging toward a darker, more ruthless side, showing that even the strongest characters can be tested by life's hardships. It's fascinating how real life and fiction sometimes mirror each other. While Matheson is finding his way back from tragedy in real life, his character is spiraling into morally questionable territory. Could Drew's darker path be influenced by Matheson's personal experiences? Or is it simply a coincidence that both actor and character are facing defining moments in their lives? Either way, fans will be watching closely to see what's next for both Drew Kane on-screen and Cameron Matheson off-screen. Final thoughts, a story of resilience and community. Cameron Matheson's journey over the past few months has been one of loss, perseverance, and gratitude. He has faced an unimaginable tragedy, but with the support of his family, friends, and fans, he is slowly rebuilding his life. His story is a powerful reminder that even in the face of disaster, kindness and community can make all the difference. It's proof that no matter how dark things may seem, there is always a path forward. So, what do you guys think? Were you touched by Matheson's story? Do you believe his personal struggles have influenced his portrayal of Drew on General Hospital? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on your favorite soap stars. Until next time, stay strong, stay positive, and I'll see you in the next video. Red Heart Sparkles.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Bye.